Hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to pen another chapter in the Tao of Stupidity as the Cleaver family continues to thrive despite the apocalypse and my horrific mismanagement in Sheltered. And, you know, despite my horrific mismanagement, I do feel like things are going sort of okay. We've got two parties out in a wilderness, one of whom is trying to find the photograph, which I so stupidly left on the ground here. Was it at a small house, I think, out here, a medium house? We left it out there. And in addition to that, I mean, we're making some pretty solid improvements around the shelter. I mean, if we take a look here, you can see, I think June Cleaver is just about ready to break into a song about Better Homes and Gardens magazine. It could happen any moment. This Caribbean lime green paint she's got working in the shelter, it's absolutely fantastic, man. It's a real morale booster. Yeah, you might as well search that location, Charles. Now, you could be saying, Pete, how does anyone even see that paint? You live in a tiny, hermetically sealed, lightless hole in the ground filled with the corpses of people that you deliberately lured to their doom into the shelter in order to butcher them for food. The entire facility is lit by like two 40-watt bulbs, I think. It's danker than Leroy Jenkins in here, man. No one gives a shit what color the walls are. They can't see them anyway. The only thing they really care about that's not on the walls, or that's on the walls, is their own blood. Are the walls spattered with their blood because Wally Cleaver went on a kill rampage? If the answer is no, it doesn't matter what else is on the walls. Now, you guys say that, but I think it matters. Appearance matters. Sure, it's dank in the hole, and yes, the corpses of the people we have lured to their doom are in the freezer. But that's, you know, it's not necessarily the end of the world. So, Joyce has found someone named Eric. What's up, Eric? Why are you holding your stomach like that, man? You got like some kind of liver issue? Pancreatitis? What's going on there? Joyce, you can talk first. Could trade. I don't want to recruit him. Let's bully him. Just once I would really like for bully to actually work. It is yet to work, but I would like for it to do so. Go ahead and stab him a couple times, Joyce. Give him a quick shanking. There you go. It's pretty good. It's a solid start. Seems to be relatively well shanked. Let's try and subdue this man. We, in fact, did subdue. So for once, we got a nail and a can of food without having to resort to brutal, unrelenting murder. I feel pretty good about that. We did just rob a man, take his food, and leave him for dead out in the wilderness, so... I mean, maybe we sort of killed him? Like, we vicariously killed him? But for insurance purposes, it won't be us that killed him. It will be the desert. Small house has some useful stuff. Well, you're really bringing home quite a lot of fuel here, Charles. The problem is, I'm not sure we got anywhere to put it. Did we... How's our storage slot? We have 12 empty slots. We're actually probably okay. Man, we have a huge stockpile of goods, services, and/or tools here in the old shelter. Restaurant has some stuff that might be useful. We'll check it out. Hell yeah, there's meat in that restaurant. Damn Skippy, we want meat, glass, coffee beans, food. Plastic bottles, I'll take them. We can recycle those. Raw honey, nails, old television. Wow, I like turned Canadian. Old television, eh? Cool, gotta get that in some useful stuff there, man. Don't want to be leaving the old TV. That was weird, but we got a lot of useful stuff here. How's the plants looking? 93% integrity. The soil is moist. Jude, why don't you fix that? Beeve, what are you up to? You feel like painting the walls a little, buddy? I'd tell Wally he could paint the walls, but I'm pretty sure he would misconstrue that and paint them with blood, and I should prefer that not happen. Alright, we got Francis. What's up, boys? Francis says, hello, Patrick. We would like... You know, odds are pretty good Staros just straight up murders the man. Let's see if we can do the same thing again. I would prefer good guy Francis. I mean, Francis is a Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Maybe that's why I turned Canadian a little bit ago. I was channeling the spirit of Francis. Well, geez, we don't want to just go around murdering people. What if we try and bully them, and then when they don't give their stuff, instead of killing them, maybe we just knock them out and leave them for dead? I don't think that's gonna happen. No, it's definitely not gonna happen. Oh. Man, Charles is starting to give Wally Cleaver a run for his money in the murder department. You better look this shit out, Wally. Charles is coming for your title. Oh, geez, was that strictly necessary, eh? I mean, I'm pretty sure if we'd just asked real nicely, the guy might have just given us that food. He seemed like a congenial fellow. No need to go over there and split his head open with an axe, eh? Was there a need to split his head open with an axe? Probably not, but yeah, we were gonna do it anyway. Let's make some more of this lime green paint, actually. I don't need to make a small paint. I want to make more green paint. And I would like to continue painting the walls. Joyce, we found a recycling center out in the wasteland. Should we check it out? Yes. You know what else we should probably do? Donna, I would like for you to build a light bulb. Maybe we light up the shelter a little bit. Why not? Also, what we could do is take one other can of paint, our last can of paint. Maybe build a paint can trap. Can disable an intruder that breaks into your shelter. Requires a tripwire to be armed. Has a 40% chance to disable an intruder. That's actually kind of shitty. We had a shotgun trap that was, like, way better, right? 80% chance to disable an intruder. Yeah. So, if we're going to build traps, we might as well build more shotgun traps. What can we do for, like, fantastic traps? We could build an efficient toilet? Well, that's a motion detector, not an efficient toilet. We should also consider the efficient toilet if we don't have one yet. Reduce our chance to encounter other people by 50%. You know, we want to encounter people as opposed to avoiding people. A rifle sentry trap. Automatically fire on any intruder within range. It does not need to be manually armed during raids and is 100% accurate. Requires rifle ammo and storage to fire. Also requires power. I want one of these. We have a rifle. We need pipes in the worst way. We have wiring circuit boards. We could build the motion detector right now. Takes all of our switches. Were we going to use those for anything else? We need pipes for the water condenser, but pipes and rubber. Large freezer, not that big of a concern. The CCTV camera would be really useful as well. Recycling plant already have an ammunition press. We could build laboratory. We should definitely build one of these. Again, we need pipe. Man, we got to start laying the pipe here, guys. We need pipe for everything. Efficient toilet, which we do not have. And again, pipe. Okay, efficient shower. Again, I'm going to guess pipe. Yep. We could build a large pantry, but that takes up a lot of space. I'm not a hugely fan of that. Solar power. We'll generate powder. Yes. We're going to build solar panels. That seems fantastically useful. So yeah, we're going to build solar panels. Circuit boards, batteries, plastic, wiring, all things of which we have and super abundance, really. So yes, I think we do that. What was the other thing I was interested in building? Because I already forgot. We could build a painting. A tripwire for a paint can trap just seems like a bad investment. Is there any kind of trap we can build that doesn't require a tripwire to be armed? Is it just like something we can use? What is this, a spike trap? Requires one tripwire to arm and has a 60% chance of this. Is there just like some kind of default trap? I guess not. Not interested in camouflage or a makeshift recycler. I think we just go straight for the solar panels. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Somebody's going to need to put Donna here. Go put on a radiation suit. And when you're done with that, we're going to have you build a solar panel. Where do we put it? Pretty much anywhere. All right, we'll do that. There you go. Grab a radiation suit. When that's done, build a solar panel. Ward, how were those comfy bunk beds treating you? Pretty good? You have a good night's sleep, buddy? Probably not. I mean, you're probably haunted with the thought of all of the people that have fallen to Wally Cleaver's blade. It would haunt me if I were in your position, I gotta admit. You grab a suit and go fix the water recycler. We are sitting at 172 water. Nice to see Wally, or the Beav here, has painted up. Place looks great, Beaver. Did a good job, bud. Well, you did a real good job, eh? I don't know why I'm waxing Canadian today. I feel it. I'm channeling my inner Canuck. I feel like I should have a toque on. Found someone at this recycling center. They're signaling to us. They want to talk. What do you want us to do? Go stab them in the heart, I guess. Take their shit. They're scavenging in a recycling center. Odds are they're maybe down on their luck a little bit. Not the only one out here. What's up, William? I can confirm that you are not the only one out here. You'll be neat. Oh, he wants to trade. All right. Do I want to give up any of this stuff or any stuff that you have? Well, the answer is yes. Would you like some limestone bags? Man, limestone trades surprisingly well. Here. Limestone and sand we can mix to make cement, but I have plenty of cement, and the shelter's already pretty big, really. Here, that's fine. Do that. Wish I had all that cool stuff, then maybe I could have got a better deal. Maybe next time, hey, maybe next time indeed. Laura's got a 7 charisma, keeps going up. Nothing more charismatic than a hot-looking dame wandering the apocalypse wielding a bloody axe. Really is as good as it gets. So let's just take all of the things. There's no room for any more broken TVs. Oh, broken televisions are not stackable. All right. We'll take mannequin arms because those give us plastic, I think. Okay. Recyclables are actually something we want to maybe prioritize. Now that we've got the recycling center, are they not stackable? Oh, we already have a full stack of jars. So what should we get rid of? Limestone? Sure. We don't really need it that badly. You know, this carrier bag, we're never going to use it. We could recycle it into plastic, but if we're looking for just pure recyclables, there are better ways to go. That sand, let's also get rid of that. Now, we definitely want this valve. Mannequin legs and mannequin arms take up different slots. Those recycle to plastic, though, and we have a lot of plastic, right? Could be useful once recycled. Could be used if someone loses a leg, otherwise it looks like it could be recycled. Potential prosthetic. Let's hang on to it. Glass jar. We'll recycle that. A spring is just generally useful. Also, we already have a stack. TVs seem like what we should be prioritizing here. Like televisions, laptop computers, things of that nature. We'll get wool shaving from the burnt clothes, I think. So let's get rid of that in favor of an old television. The wood we also still need, although we've got these logs. That's going to recycle the plastic nails. Coffee beans, which we can't actually use, but potential trade targets. The leather we want to hang on to. We can make tents out of that. Honeycomb makes homemade antibiotics. You know, we don't really need that. We have so much. We're good here. We're done at the recycling center. If we have to get rid of something, we're going to get rid of that honey. We have so much medicine stockpiled. I think we'll have a hard time using it at this rate anyway. Donna, here's an idea. Why don't you fix this? I mean, you're already up here. Ward, you might as well harvest the snare trap, I guess. We want to get that dead rabbit off of there in the hopes of catching another reindeer that we can detain indefinitely for our own nefarious purposes. So we got 1 leather, 4 meat. That's good. Wally, why don't you hit the old punching bag a little bit? Lumberyard has some good loot. I'm guessing it has lumber in it, which is fantastic. You can use lumber. Really, we need to find these car parts. I wish there was a way we could, like, direct our search. We could have people focus on one particular task. Ward, put your suit back and then repair the bed. Donna, put your suit back. Yep, return the suit. And then, does the Jenny need fuel? Yes. Go add some fuel. And then when you're done with the fuel, also fix it. Nothing like Wally working that strength. Oh, no. Back at it, Wally, man. Come on, you're a better man than this. Fix it up, then get to training. You gotta be a brutal killer, Wally. We need you in top fighting shape. We do not need all of these hatchets. Or this saw. But all of those things are potentially good targets for recycling. The log we want. The switch we definitely want. The bucket. Let's keep the metal. So, I mean, we may as well take this stuff. We're just going to take everything. As long as we don't have better targets, we can always trade this stuff out later and dump it off when we don't need it. Some of our plants are ready to harvest. Cool. Let's try it. Okay, so Ward, go. First fix that, then harvest the plants. I'm curious. Ward, June, why are you just standing down here staring at the recycling machine? Take the recycling, by the way. Also, fix the recycling machine. We don't want to have the recycler just sitting empty. So now that it's fixed, let's have June toss something in it. What do we want to recycle? We should have at least 1 empty petrol can, because we did just... I call it petrol. What am I, British suddenly? But we should have at least 1 empty can of gas. Is there anything else we want to recycle here? Kind of doesn't seem like it. Most of our storage is just taken up by cans of fuel. All right, well, I mean... recycling's recycling. Reduce, reuse, whatnot. Might as well. It's a heavy dust storm on the surface. The fucking cat is ever starving. Let's go fill his bowl. So we got 5 cans of food and a seed. So do we then just replant the seed? That's exactly what we do, I guess. We don't really need Donna to do that. It's fine. Ward, what are you in June? Ward and June are having a moment, I think, down here in the basement. Good for you guys. It's good to see your relationship sort of making a comeback. You guys haven't really been connecting the way I feel that you ought to lately. It's good to see you guys getting back in the swing of things. Beeve's grabbing a drink. We're sitting good for water, but I'm not going to send out another expedition until it rains again. Hey, Beeve, why don't you go take a nap, buddy? You're looking a little tired. Donna, what do you say you hit the punching bag? There's no reason to not have our folks training here. I'm very much considering maybe building a second one of those. Helen? Oh, you're the new gal. You're not loyal enough. Here, get back over there and scan the frequencies if you would. You're not really useful for anything else. We can't send you out on an expedition, but scanning the frequencies is something you can handle. Ward? I don't know, is anything need repaired? We could have Ward just run around and sort of patch up the place. Not really. I mean, everything's pretty good. You know, the freezer could use a little fixer, and why don't you go tinker with that, Ward? How we doing on hunger? June needs a shower. Looks like she's going to go take care of that. Wally needs to take a dump. Looks like he's taking care of that. Alright, so we've automated all of our need satisfaction. Ward, where are you going? He's going over to hit on Donna. See, Ward and June were talking about their relationship down in the basement, and they were like, you know, just, I'm not feeling it, June. I think maybe it's time we just, what if we just ended it? I mean, couldn't we maybe just agreeably decide not to be married anymore? Is it a problem? Solar panel's getting tore up a little bit. Water filter, oxygen filter. You know, they could use some work. Hey, Wally, grab a suit. We're really just kind of standing around. Our overland journeys must be drastically being reduced, their speed, because of the dust storm. I think it does make them take longer. But all things considered, the shelter's looking pretty good. I mean, we're sitting relatively pretty. We've got everything we need to keep our needs met. Our oxygen is effectively maxed. Let's just patch up all the things. We've got plenty of power coming in. How do we tell how much power we're using, by the way? I wish there was a way to tell. Is that a radio transmission? It was. We've stumbled across a mountain pass. It looks like it might have some good loot. Want us to take a look? Oh, geez, we're up here in the mountain pass, eh? And we found a bit of a deer crossing. What do you think we ought to do? Think we should maybe take a look, eh? Maybe we build another solar panel? Wally, here, fix this while you're up here. That didn't take long. Ward and the beaver having a drink. That was not water, by the way. Never too young for a good 3 fingers of scotch. Am I right, Ward? Start them early. That's the way it goes. Never gonna build up enough tolerance to get through a 5-martini lunch on a business trip unless you've, you know, start early. Didn't we just find Eric a while ago, knock him the fuck out, and take all of his shit? Call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure that we have already knocked this man out once. Yeah, it doesn't seem that way. No. You're hot garbage. I've given it some thought, and I don't believe we have the supplies to support you right now. One day you'll be in this position, and who's gonna help you? I helped myself, Eric. Thank you. Help those who help themselves and whatnot. It's the way this world works. What's in the mountain pass? See? You could have been picking up this sweet loot, Eric, but you just fucking left it there to be abandoned. Also, I guarantee before the end of this trip, we wind up throwing those herbs and whatnot on the ground. They're gonna be just wasted. Man, I really love seeing the maximum workbench with the giant pile of tools. You know, it makes me feel good from like a manly perspective. I feel as though I've got all the things I need if something were to go wrong. You'd be like, Pete, are you a handy man or a manly man? No, I am the opposite of this. I am not handy in any way, shape, or form. We have 26 wood, plenty of cement, plenty of metal. You know what? Let's build another expansion down here. And you know what, Donna? Didn't I send you over here to craft light bulbs like 3.5 hours ago and you just never did it? Could you maybe craft some lights so we don't have to live in the dank-ass dark anymore? You know what else would be real useful? Light switches. Crafting and repairing is slower in rooms without a light. You know what? Yeah, do some lights here. Let's do this. Put a light here. Helen came up with nothing, but that's fine. We'll just send her back to scanning the frequency. She got nothing better to do in like the 7 days. She gets to live in the bunker rent-free, I'd like to point out. eating my food and providing no valuable services at all. Let's throw in another light. I am really a little tired of living in a darkened, dankened hole. So, yeah, it's just, we need a light in every room, huh? Man, we're gonna have to craft a ton of these. Okay. Well, and why not? Let's spruce up the place. What do they really take? What are we out? It takes some wiring and light bulbs. Yeah, this is fine. We can do it. Probably shouldn't have put this light in the bedroom, now that I think about it, since it only needs it for crafting and repairing, and we're not going to be doing a whole hell of a lot of that in the bedroom. Is the cat dead? Oh, no, that's the rat trap we got because our cat is a lazy piece of shit. That's right. I remember, the cat was just wandering around while rats just owned the joint. He didn't give a single shit. Did we not accept that radio transmission? Of course, Laura, go talk to the strangers. Strangers out here, Pete. Should we talk? Always talk to strangers, Laura. This guy is the palest dude in the apocalypse. What is wrong with your skin, man? You have got to have some very serious sunburn issues, buddy. What's going on here, David? What do you got? Wanna give me all of your shit? I think you should just give us all of your shit. Bad things could happen real easily, Holmes. I'm not having any of it, huh? Alright, well, I mean, Laura could just chop you into haggis. Let's just do that, then. Ah. Oh, so brutal. We got a number of people who are starting to give Wally Cleaver a run for his money in the absolute abject brutality department. Then again, these are full-grown adults. Adults? These are full-grown adults. These are full-grown adults, and Wally Cleaver is arguably still a minor or a child. June, why don't you just take a nap? Here, repair that bed and then sleep in it. Check out the old mine. Sure. Take, like, everything in the mine, except for those rocks. I actually don't want rocks. We can do nothing with those. You can't even recycle them. No need for the rocks. Think we're good. Everything but the rocks is fine. I think we're coming up, man. I feel like our expeditioning did not go particularly well, but it's just because nobody came back. Things actually have been going... I mean, we've been finding a lot of good stuff. Old petrol station. We spruced up the place with some new light bulbs. The fixtures. We can actually see this fantastic green paint that June worked so hard on. Donna and Ward are continuing to develop their cheating, two-timing, no-good bullshit relationship. It's fantastic. What if we build another hiding spot? What does the hiding spot take? Where is the hiding spot? Oh, is hiding spot special? No. Where's the... Here it is. Hiding spot. Make sure they don't see you go in. Well, we're putting it on the bottom floor, so I think we got no real concerns about that. What if we... Let's put another hiding spot down here. We're going to make Wally dig all of the holes and do all of our tunneling. He's small and tiny. He's got little hands. This way, if there's a cave in, you know, no real loss. He's the most expendable person on the team is sort of what I'm getting at. Hinge? Yes. Clothing? Yes. Water? We don't really need it. Although we could trade 2 empty water bottles for full ones. Yeah, let's do that. Well, we were going to recycle. You know, we don't really need to recycle them. We have so much freaking plastic. Plastic we have a super abundance of. It's kind of one of the things we don't need much. Cement. It's useful. We have a lot of rope and nylon. Oh, yeah. Well, raw honey is going bye-bye. I'd rather have 5 cans of gas. 5 cans of gas, vastly more important than a stack of raw honey that we can't really do anything with at any rate. Everything's calm in the shelter. It's a good day. You know why it's so calm and sedate down here? I think it's the green paint. I really do. I think the paint is having a positive effect. Everybody's just remaining calm, going about their business, enjoying life. Sure, it's the apocalypse and all, but look at this. We've got a thriving little community here. Some of our plants... Oh, shit, we did not water our plants. Well, we should... Wally, this was your job, Wally, and you did not water the plants, you jerk. Plant the seeds, and then water the damn plants. We gave you one responsibility, Wally. We thought if maybe we gave you a living thing to take care of, some of your monstrous nature might be abated. perhaps a little bit, slightly. Turns out, we were dead wrong. We thought, oh, if we give him a living thing to be in charge of, odds are good. Maybe he'll start to turn the corner. Maybe he can reverse this whole landslide into depravity that he's on. But no, you just couldn't even be bothered to water the geraniums, could you, Wally? You jerk. Very disappointed in you, son. And it's also, I think, where I'm going to wrap up this episode with my bitter disappointment. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see Wally just let plants die because he is an irredeemable human being. Arguably at this point, I'm not even sure he's human anymore. Go back to scanning the frequencies. You know what? Somebody scan the frequencies. I don't really care who. But, yeah, Wally may just be an irredeemable monster. At this point, he's more like a ballistic missile. We could just point him at our enemies and let him do his thing. We don't even have to worry about it anymore. But that's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.